Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community here because of you, your kindness to each other. You've been so kind to me. You've been so kind to Miss Sarah when she's on Wednesdays. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. All right. Hello. So, all right. So let me see. Today, I don't have the link in the well, it's down there somewhere, but I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot today. And we have got really interesting things to look at. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, the kitty. Oh, the kitty. All right, so we're going to jump right in. And I believe number 4, we're going to get down to, at number 4, we're talking about Ivanka. And I just noticed on the calendar, and I want to say this before I forget, I'll bring it up again later, but tomorrow is November 8th, and Venus, Venus is going into Libra, but Mercury communication is going to be sextile, which is an energizing kind of positive aspect. Mercury communication is going to be sextile Pluto, powerful, intense. So I don't know where that's falling in Ivanka's chart, but tomorrow we could get some very intense, powerful communication. Just saying. Like I said, I haven't looked at her chart, though, so I don't know exactly where it's falling, but that's something to keep in mind. Okay. So at 2 minutes and 40, okay, we'll just do this. All right. We're going to jump into the first question. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right. So Trump and Judge Engoron have repeatedly gone head-to-head at his trial. Well, head to half-wit. And Trump can't seem to grasp that he's not the alpha male in the room. That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that is utterly true. Quote, the trial quickly became a test of wills between Trump and Engoron over who controlled the court. After one trip by Trump down the rabbit hole, the judge asked the lawyers if they had asked for an essay on brand value. Did you ask for an essay on brand value? Because that's what Trump was giving. Whew. Frustrated with partisan asides, Engoron warned that this is not a political rally. This is a courtroom. We love him. Unquote. And the judge bristled at the ex-president's complaint that Engoron always ruled against him. It didn't before, but if you'd like, keep pushing. Unquote. Since the judgment has essentially been made, and that's the key they don't seem to be quite picking up on, how much longer will Engoron put up with this before he pulls the plug and hits Trump with fines and penalties and maybe a full contempt of court? Now, my limited understanding is that normally it's the main person who is being accused, or people being accused, they're usually the last to testify. And didn't Engoron say that he wanted the trial done by December 22nd or something like that, which is a good 6 weeks from now. Yeah. But if the Grifflings, well, 2 of the Grifflings have already been on the stand, and Dumpy's been on the stand, and the princess is going on, authoritarian princess is going on tomorrow. Is this case a lot closer to done? Joyce Matthews says they said it may end early. Stephanie Martin asked, great necklace, birthday present? Oh, no, it wasn't. But thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for all of your kind wishes and everything you sent to me. Thank you for my birthday. Thank you. Yes, Betty Kentrell. He's already been found guilty. Exactly. Electra Trump says, I'm confused. If the case has already been decided, why are we in court? 2 reasons. One, Engoron ruled on 1 of the 6 charges, things he's being held account. They're trying to hold him account for, but the main one has been decided, and then it's a matter of, for a lack of a better term, the civil equivalent of sentencing. So the grift and the Grifflings going in there, making themselves out to be the most incompetent business executives in the history of New York City, is the dumbest idea. It's not going to get them out of trouble. It's going to put the nail in the coffin that they should not be allowed to be running any kind of company in the state of New York, or dealing with banks that are in or registered in the state of New York, which is another thing they're going for. Oh, thank you. At the kitty. So, Engoron, I don't know that he necessarily has to do that much more if it's that close to being done. And okay, I do. Thank you, Faye. Thank you. Sean Miller said determination of damages. That's a good way to put it. I mean, there is, whatever they say could potentially be used them in a civil court, but this is not helping them. So, 10 of Swords, you're done. You're done. This is not going to go well for you at all legally. No. Oh, thank you, Mary Smith. Just a nice color. Matches a shirt. All right, Hierophant, Moon, Magician, Sun, 2 of Cups. Yeah, I'm not getting that Engoron's going to do a whole lot. I mean, this is the institution, but Trump has just been animalistic. I think that's to be a good word, because you've got this howling at the moon. And Magician, he's thought he could pull a rabbit out of a hat, but it's all come to light now. And this partnership, 2 of Cups at the end, this would be on the opposite side, the Letitia James side of them. Okay, let's unspool all of Griftco, all of Trump org. I don't think Engoron's going to need too much, because I think they're nearing the end-ish. Yes, there could be appeals. Sorry. Mary Smith said there will be appeal after appeal. Well, but that's also the thing. You have to have a reason for an appeal. You have to prove why. It isn't like with a murder trial where if you're convicted, there's an automatic appeal. So he can try, but there's only so much he can do before you have to face facts. Now, do I expect him to lose control of Trump Tower before the 2024 election? No. But it's not going to go well. Thank you, Hilda. Malting's Cottage. Sorry. I just loved it when Haba to the news that she will not put up with being shouted at in her life, and certainly not in the courtroom. And you've got whom for a client? I'm sorry. Could you think this through for just a moment? All right. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm sorry if I've missed some comments. Oh, Giovanna, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, oh boy. Oh, I don't like reading on this guy. He's gross, but this is what we do while we're here. We go through all the ickiness together, so nobody has to go through it alone. Rudy. Yuck. Seems Rudy Giuliani might be foreclosed on after having unpaid property taxes on a condo in Palm Beach. Zillow lists the property is worth over $4 million, and it is mid-century modern Art Deco. Okay, Art Deco was like the 20s, 30s. Mid-century Deco. Oh, yeah, okay, it's clean lines. Modern mid-century Art Deco. Okay. That's a whole lot of qualifying there, but okay. It is, Zillow lists the property is worth over $4 million, is mid-century modern Art Deco with 5-star services. With creditors, legal costs, and tax folks calling, how long before we see Rudy crack like an egg mentally, considering his everything is pickled, and he probably does smell of sauerkraut. Just saying. Anne says it irritates me when they confuse art eras. Mary Smith says brutalism. There we go. Is this right? Sometimes when I cut the deck and I've got the Hanged Man, sometimes for a second it's like, okay, oh yeah, I've got the right thing. Ay, ay, ay. Rudy. Anna says Mansion Global says Rudy is selling it for $6.5 million when Zillow says it's worth $4 million. And who's going to just pay an extra $2.5 million for funsies? Thank you, Anna. Joyce Matthews asking, did Trump assess that property? Rudy. Oh my gosh, it's a death card. I have zero empathy left for this man. I have no sympathy. I have no empathy. I have no sympathy. No. He deserves to be in prison. That is my opinion. Yes, B. Smith, that place will need industrial saging. Yes. King of Pentacles. Well, at one point he had money, and he allegedly abused people. He used that money to abuse people. Howling at the moon. Four of Cups, King of Cups, and Four of Wands. He had money at one point, and let's just say the King of Cups can be known as someone who drinks, cups. What do you do with the cup? You drink out of it. This is a refusal right in the middle, but this isn't a refusal of the cups. This is a refusal of human kindness and decency. And any kind of emotional caring. This is just burying yourself in a bottle. For Trump, the Mar-a-Lago card over here. Thank you, Shane Grimm. I thought Trump was helping raise money. Oh, he had like one dinner. That was it. So as far as I know. You're done. You're done. And even if Rudy hadn't just been a heinous human being, he just pickled his insides, and that destroys brain cells. And over years and years and years and years and years, you don't end up an intelligent person who can really think things through. Your brain looks like Swiss cheese. So, and it says red solo cups for Rudy now. Linda Kingsley says Rudy is gone. I'm concerned about his health. I agree. Ugh. All right. I don't even know if there's still time, but yes, hard on the liver too, Callie, I agree. 1725. Oh, the ship may have sailed, but the question here is, from Apple, will Weislberg finally flip on the Trump family? I don't know if he even can anymore, but let's see. Linda, I'm right here and I'm fine. Thank you. So I've got an itch again. I do. It's that this happens right there. Just tip of my nose. Weislberg, no, I don't think so, but maybe the cards will tell me something differently. But it doesn't feel like he's ever really going to. Look, he's such a selfish blankety blank, and he's being fined, at least so far, he was being fined $2 million. And as his retirement bonus from Trump.org, he's going to be given $2 million. And when that was brought up in court, it was like, and they said, you think that's a coincidence? He's like, oh, yes, that's a coincidence. What a coinky dink. Nine of Swords. Yeah, Weislberg. I really wonder if he's going back to prison. Empress. Hierophant. Fool. High Priestess. Eight of Wands. Man, just... Major Arcana. American Dream, part of this company, falling a fool, acting a fool, keeping all of these double books and secrets, and just continuing to go along with. He's known Donald all of his life. I believe he worked for Fred before Donald was born. That can't be right. No, not since he was born. Since the early 70s. That was it. It was like, wait a second, that wouldn't work. The timing on he would have to be like 90, 97 years old. No, it was the early 70s. So he was in his position before Trump took control. So yeah, lots of major arcana here. He has convinced himself that what he is doing is more important than being honest. That you don't get anywhere in life with honesty or decency. You get things in life by getting over on the other person. Thank you, Frank. Star says it's so difficult to be positive when all you hear are negative things. Well, yes, but we go through the news together because there really are good days ahead, and we aren't alone. There are more good people than bad. There are more positive people than negative people. It's just kind of how it is. So, did I miss something? It seems like there seems to be some stuff going on in the chat. I'm trying to understand. Taking just one moment here to just try to flip back and figure out what's going on. But it seems like it started longer than I can flip back right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. All right, so I will just continue on. So, yes, a New Hampshire mountain dancer, and we make each other giggle. I hope so. Oh, the kitty. Oh, she kitty. So I do the art and the nails and the things and try to make it. There's some art in the world, some beauty in the world, some positive energy in the world. So, hello, mousy girl. And Rose Blue, I was talking about Weislberg. Weasel, the weasel himself. All right, it's time. Time for authoritarian princess. Yay. All right, at 2240. Well, tomorrow, authoritarian princess is going to be on this stand talking about Griftco. Will Ivanka perjure herself tomorrow or suffer penalties later? Well, tomorrow, one of the things I noticed when I came on, I mentioned earlier, but yes, Julie, was authoritarian Barbie. Yes. Tomorrow evening, Mercury, which is communication, is going to be sextile 60 degrees away from. It's a positive kind of energizing kind of aspect. So Mercury is going to be in this positive energizing aspect to Pluto, which is all about power and intensity and what have you. So even though it's going exact in the evening, it should be leading up to that during the day. So I wonder if we're going to get some very powerful communications tomorrow. And I'm not saying it's necessarily from Ivanka. It might be against Ivanka. I didn't get a chance to look at her chart and where this is hitting her. But we also have Venus moving into Libra. So Libra, every sign has a good and a bad side. And as a Scorpio, believe me, I've heard it all. But when Libra goes bad, you get this kind of indecisive, wishy-washy, superficial focus on beauty. Libra's ruled by Venus. Like Taurus, but Taurus is more about like the earth and gardening and what have you. The fashion industry is Libra, that if that helps describe it at all. So with Venus, which is what and how we love, going into its home sign, one of its home signs of Libra, I think that it's likely the breathy voice is going to be in full effect. Ew. So what's going to happen with Ivanka on the stand tomorrow? Oh, good. I feel so good when I make you laugh. I'm not a comedian, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Roseblue, what happened today? There's mostly just moon stuff happening today. So, all right. Ivanka on the stand. Howling at the moon, chaos, emotions. Trump's going to be beside himself because she's the only one he cares about. And he, as a narcissist, he only cares about her as an extension of himself. Ew. All right. 2 of Wands, that would be communication. 2 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Hermit is in the middle. 2 of Swords and the Sun. Meh. Communicating. Queen of Swords, this would be a woman of the law. Yeah, Kathy Delau, yes. Super, ew. I'm going to do the readings for Flower and Stars, but thank you for asking. So this is a woman of the law, or maybe Haba is going to give her softball question. I don't know. On cross-examination. Hermit is here. 2 of Swords, be the legal choice. And this is just weak. Was this here? Yes. Did this happen? Yes. Is this your signature? Yes. It's still, personally, I still think it's a little bit of a fluke that she managed to get off to not be a part of this directly, but things she says tomorrow can be used here in a court of law if they decide to go in that direction. Mostly this just feels meh. Except that her father is going to use it as an excuse to act like a fool. Standing and why. Jim Dave says, as a Libra, I can't decide what happens for sure when things are bad. Oh. Third Hope says, Ivanka's cards are often mediocre. They are, aren't they? Does everyone get mediocre cards on her because she's so nothing? Yay! Elizabeth Farmer says it's a good day here in Ohio. I voted to save women's rights and legalize cannabis. Good for you. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Thank you. Thank you for voting. Thank you. Oh, Flower and Star says, I believe Ivanka will be at the civil trial. She was already there when 45 testified on Monday. Well, she's on the witness stand tomorrow. So she's definitely going to be there. But Joyce Matthew said, this should be the time the Trumps bring in the evidence. The state is all wrong. Yeah. Magician. Yeah. Pull the rabbit out of the hat, huh? What, me? Oh, what is writing? If you mean by signing that I was just being supported. Son, it's all coming out. All the evidence is there. It's a documents case. It's all right there. Working. How did it work? How did things work? Who talked to whom? I wonder if Haba is going to continue she's going to be interrupting and being difficult, and Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, and I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. sorry. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah. We already know. We know how it worked. We know what happened. We know Trump's lawyers are going to be obnoxious, complaining about what the prosecutors are asking. That's their job. And she gets to have her moment because her in the spotlight because she's so important. And that's it. It's all about that deep. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Marie Sutton. Bless you, Lois. Bless you. Yes, bless you. Oh, thank you, Orthioki. All right. Oh, Kathy Barber is worried. All right, let's have a look. 3110. Well, 3115. Okay. Say it ain't so. Say it isn't. Say it isn't so. Okay, sorry. that was not even remotely on note. Anyway. Will Drumpf become president? I'm anxious and sick at the idea. Okay. Here's the thing. We've already had confirmation that one of the polls was one of the pollsters was literally taking money from Donald Trump. Oh, good. Ricky is out of the hospital, resting at home. Good. You feel better soon. So you can't trust the polls. They're just. I don't think they're honest, and I don't think they're able to reach the right spread of people, different types of people, because technology is moving so fast, and they don't want to just put something up online and have random people who are interested in politics, click on it. So. Temperance. Yeah, I'm going to get it from that is take the polls with a huge grain of salt. A block of salt. Fruits of labor. Yeah, it's how they're doing the polls. 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Ace of Swords, World. I have, my personal belief is that the only way that Biden won't win again, I mean, barring any outs, if he's ill or something, which I really do not want to happen to him. But politically, the only way Biden's going to lose is it would be over like the cost of groceries and stuff like that. But other than that, women aren't going to give up they're not going to be, oh, okay, sure, you just keep our rights away from us and our daughters and friends and aunts and uncles, or sorry, friends and aunts and others. Sorry, my brain went aunts and others and turned it into aunts and uncles. Anyway. So fruits of labor, but they've done a lot, but they haven't done what they need to, because this is the person sitting with all of these Democratic votes all laid out. And there will be some people, not everybody's going to vote against Trump or vote against the Republicans, but I'm still getting this sort of truth with the world, this legal matter starting that changes everything. But I do not get Trump being president again. I just don't. So I no. Please don't misunderstand me. I agree that, and saying like the Republicans care about the price of groceries. Oh no. I'm not saying that anyone should vote Republican for any reason. I'm just saying people who are being short-sighted, who, I don't care if women die, those kinds of people. Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, you keep knocking over our rights, yeah, it's not going to go well. And justice, there's more justice coming, not only for Trump, but for January 6th, there's just other stuff we don't even know about yet. So justice, hard to pull a rabbit out of the hat when you're between justice and higher wisdom here. So 3 of Swords, legal pain, and about the plan, the Republican plan, the 3 of Pentacles, legal pain over the plan. And we wait. And we wait and see what happens with Congress, what they do to Congress. Thread of Hope is asking about that, but I'm afraid I've got my questions for today, but I'd love to read on that tomorrow, please. Hello, Amanda. All right. 3710. Oh boy. What are they saying in Ohio? Because this is from Thread of Hope. It's election day. Can we take a peek at Ohio's voting, and if Virginia will lean blue in its elections? So, has anybody heard how things are looking so far today? Does anybody know? Okay. Wave of anger. Wave of get out of my way, I'm voting today. Good. Whew. Yeah, that anger isn't mine because I'm over here in Illinois and we're already a blue state, but so I'm, and I just like, whew, okay, all right. Elizabeth Farmer said, very busy at my polling station today. Oh, good. Thread of Hope says, I think it's too early to say much other than turnout numbers. Okay. Boy, Republicans have really pushed that whole illusion delusion thing, haven't they? 3 of Cups, Lovers, Chariot, King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Everything here, literally every single card here, right here, says, Elizabeth Farmer said the parking lot was packed. Yeah, everything here says people are voting. And this is women happily fighting for their own rights, especially about reproductive issues. With the Lovers card, the Chariot, this is a huge forward movement with Biden or other Democrats and Democratic candidates in Gaza. It's just big movement forward. Wheel of Fortune, a big change. These cards are super positive, so fingers crossed. Please. So I just hope energy feels good. Cards are good. So faces we won't know until after 6:30 tonight. Okay. All I know is me and mine voted yes on both issues. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sharon Rice is back from voting and getting a flu and C-19 vaccine. Thank you. There are good people in the world, and a big chunk of them seem to be right there, right here. All right. Valerie. Boy, we're going dark for a minute. Okay, 41 minutes. I am not as familiar with this. I did hear about it, but I'm not. Oh, Cherry Bomb says, I just emailed my whole department to remember to vote. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Will the Project 2025 proposal, the super right-wing playbook that would allow the military to arrest civil servants, give Trump ultimate power, put us under a super authoritarian regime, etc., end up turning off GOP voters in the 2024 elections? Ooh. Not just turning off voters, but turning off Republican voters. Oh, Kathy Delisle got the vaccinations too. Excellent. Oh, Valerie, thank you for the question. Thank you for being here. All right. Ugh. All right. Goebbels and Himmler, go home. 10 of Swords. Yeah, that would be bad. Man. 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Well, this is the far right thinking, look at us. Look what we're going to do. We're going to take it to them. We're going to pass laws right in the middle. We're going to pass laws. We're going to aggressively go after people who get in our MAGA way. And crickets. Just crickets. And they're left. Page of Pentacles. Oh. Yeah. So, nice try. Scumbags? Nice try, scumbags. All right. Chanel Espinosa says, not happening. That's what the cards are saying for certain 43. Oh, wow. People, thank you for being here with me, because I don't like reading on Ted Cruz when I'm by myself. Ew. Ted Cruz still has his heart set on the big job. He's eyeing a presidential run in 2028. Ted Cruz. He's going to run for president in 2028. Oh my gosh. Talk about somebody getting laughed off the stage, out of the room. I'm just getting hilarity. Chariot, do you know how hard it is to become president? How many things have to align just so? So astrology is such a big part of the president becoming president, because so many different currents have to fall just so. 10 of Swords. Well, it hasn't gone well so far in the past. All right, 10 of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Three of Wands, nil point. Hang on, what happened in the chat? Hang on. Yes, Fran, I agree. Cruz gives me the creeps too. Yuck. Yeah. Okay, it didn't go so well in the past, but he thinks, well, I've been here a long time. I know who I need to know. Sharon Rice says, how? He was born in Canada. I don't see in the Constitution about dual citizenship. Oh. What is this link then? How could he? No, Cruz can run. He has run before. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to look. I'm getting this as laughable. He thinks he's part of the establishment. And to look at all of the cups we've kicked down, we, not him, we, because he hasn't been very effective, but he's waiting for his ship to come in. And there's a problem. Hemmed in by voters, hemmed in by maybe some law stuff, not sure, maybe, or hemmed in by election stuff. But this, if you're running for president, you get these cards. I'm sorry to say, this is falling on your face right at the end, or like at the end of the cards. It didn't go well, but I could figure right on his face. So whether he can or can't, what the cards are saying is, sit down. Just sit down. So, okie dokie. What else have we got here? Jeanette Mahan. I'll throw 3 cards on this, but I think we know the answer. Let's see here. I'm not sure if this question's been asked, but will Liz Cheney enter public life and work in the Biden administration in any capacity? I wouldn't think the Biden could. She's very right-wing. She's gone against her own gay sister, that she doesn't approve of the lifestyle and the children. Her own father's more tolerant than she is. And her father's Cheney, who shot a man in the face. Four of Cups. Refusal of any, she was part of the January 6th. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the January 6th committee and the hard work you did there. I'm grateful for that. But all right. Have a quick look. Actually, I have too many cards. Too many cards, I tell you. I've got Temperance right in the middle. Not the Biden administration, I can tell you that. I love your facial expressions. Okay. This is just hemmed in Temperance. There's some patriarchal extremism here. I've got a Justice card in the end. Is she a lawyer? Because this Emperor doesn't feel like her, especially because it feels like it's with the Sun card, and it doesn't feel like her. This is just pushing the patriarchy. So, Roxy is asking, what's the best sign to be president? It depends on what the planets are doing at the time, because they're going to make it easier for some signs more than others, depending on what's going on, and so it changes. So, Thread of Hope says she'll find her way to a high-paying think tank job, probably. Jeanette Mahan says Liz Cheney is a lawyer. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting more law-related stuff than necessarily legislation, but she's big on the patriarchy, and there we go. Yes, Tiger Sephora, the guy apologized after being shot too. Yeah. Well, don't forget, my favorite thing ever said about about Dick Cheney was from Jon Stewart, who just as an aside said, "Look, I'm not saying that every time Dick Cheney goes through a room 5 days later, all the plants die. I'm just saying." Yeah. All right. What else have we got? Thank you, Lucky Girl. Look, if you want more information about how Ted Cruz can run to be president, Lucky Girl has got a great link in the description box. Thank you. You are such a gem. Okay, so let me see here. I'm just trying to see if there's something it's time specific. All right, actually, I always it's the international stuff that keeps getting pushed aside. Let me do our one international question today, and then I'll go back and do the others. So at 52, and perhaps I misunderstood, but okay. Thread of Hope was asking, did Israel buy off Rishi Sunak's cooperation through Mrs Sunak's company? Sunak is the UK Prime Minister. So it's reported Israel granted British Petroleum exploration licenses for Gaza's gas. Infosys, which is owned by Mrs Sunak, received, well, I doubt it's her personally, it's probably the business, but $1.5 billion for the deal. Is the prime minister under Netanyahu's influence? $1.5 billion, huh? Yes, Cherry Bomb, a Boo-Boo Alfie ticket all the way to the White House. Or Alfie Boo-Boo ticket. Really? So the UK Prime Minister is the UK Prime Minister as... What is it? What's the expression? Bent as a donkey's hind leg or something like that? Sitting pretty. Well, considering that one company just got a $1.5 billion deal, I'd say, yeah. Partnership over the liquid that needs to go in the containers. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Well, Mrs. Sunak is probably very pleased with her husband right now, or just very pleased in general. But this is some kind of change, or maybe it's just coming. It's just coming out. No, but this is a burden and a lack of funds, which feels like this is going to hurt Sunak. But his wife will love him. She's not too bad, but he feels like it's not good. B. Smith says, I think Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin's the presidential material. Boo Boo does the schmoozing. Exactly. That was good. Yes, Cherry Bomb. Boo Boo will save us. Alfie will save us all from locked doors. Boo Boo promises no more scratchy blankets. Oh. No branches. Okay, I'm an adult. I can handle this. Don't care. Okay. At 56. James had a question. Let's say 5550. I would really appreciate it if you would read on Tuberville, who said he'd allow promotions. Oh, how big of him. But last week he blocked a promotion when they were trying to do it one by one. You mean he was lying? Shocked. This is my shocked face. Yes, Teresa Ford, catnip bananas for all. Dough. Yes, Elizabeth the Farmer, and cream for everyone's breakfast. Oh, who is that? Sorry, I've got to just go up because I don't. Froxy Roxy says the cat in the overlay looks like my sister's first cat. She named Georgie Girl. That's sweet. It's sweet. But reading on Tuberville. Sitting pretty. He thinks he is all that. He thinks he is special. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, Fool, and Page of Wands. He thinks he's all that. Spoiler, he's not all that. This just feels so underhanded. And the fool, the arrogance. And then at the end of the day, oh yeah, big man. You're a page here, you're a page there. He thinks he's a knight, but you're not a king. You're not a queen. And this is pathetic and embarrassing and damaging. But at least I don't see him getting more power. But will he lie to your face? Oh, heck yeah. Giovanna says Tubby's holding things up because they take 2 to 3 per appointment hearing, and he wants to hold up voting on anything else because it would take hundreds of days for all those appointments. Yes. Yes, Visualize 70. We are talking about Tommy Blubberville. Yes. Okie doke. So, oh, Desert Dawn, we live in hope. 5920. Any word on DeJoyless being separated from the post office? Please. I will say there's a new post office commercial. It's very cute. It's kind of a claymation-ish type thing until the very end. It's actually quite cute. So, the joy. Page of Wands. Six of Swords, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords. Did we ever really get him being kicked out? See, I could be wrong, but I can't. I seem to remember we read on him so much, and it was always like, okay, we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait. We'll get someone better, but he'd have to leave. He has to leave. He'll leave, but this cherry bomb's his second Biden term, maybe. Yeah. I would love to just say yes. It's not what I get from the energy or the cards. So, all right, and oh, Lord have mercy, God have mercy, Lord have mercy. Last question, 10120. Let me know if that's too much noise. The Supreme Court is expected to rule this week on expanding laws to keep former abusers from being able to own guns. Good idea. Let's do that. Will this court actually do something to protect people? Mm-hmm. Supreme Court. Supreme Court is expected to rule this week. Really, this week in early November? Is it the court thing or is it the ruling? Like the arguments or the ruling? I thought the rulings didn't happen until... Anyway. Whoops. Two cards came out there. Supreme Court, Supreme Court. Oh, the institution, aren't you special? Everyone bowing down to them. Whatever you say, Your Excellency. Please. And I don't mean the decent justices. You know who I'm talking about. All right, Five of Pentacles. High Priestess with the Three of Cups. Five of Swords in the middle. Emperor. Please prove me wrong. I mean, granted, nobody who does this is 100% accurate. That is not how this works. I'm just reading on the collective energy. How many women have been hurt? And then in the past, when things have been like the assault weapons ban, stuff like that, we celebrated. We were happy. And then, card in the middle of the reading. Look, weapons, adding insult to injury. Because of the patriarchy. And it ends in disappointment, which to me would say nobody wins here. They can try to kick down some of the more democratic, decent things. They won't get all, they won't be able to knock down all of them, but they'll be able to knock down some of them. And yeah. And thank you, Gerardo. Cherry Bomb says the verdict was already paid for. Yeah. Oh, well. Vote blue. Please, 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 please vote blue. Please vote and please vote blue. But, well, thank you, Tigress. Thank you. Well, we made it through all the questions today. We've made it through the news. And now we've done what we can. Thank you, everyone who voted. From just the bottom of my heart, thank you for voting. Thank you. And that's what we can do. We can vote, we can speak out, and we can keep an eye on the news, but then we can also say, okay, we'll just put that down, and we've got some important stuff to do in our own lives to get through our day. Thank you, Cindy. Is there a message for us? Oh, okay. I'm getting kind of it feels vaguely Trump related in this kind of sense of, wait, oh, just wait. Oh, wait. Like something's coming, a verdict of something where we're going to be, oh, just wait. Oh, there are good days ahead. Oh, there are good days ahead. Where people who have been avoiding all punishment, all accountability, maybe get some accountability in the law. Yes, Cherry Bomb, everything will be okay. Yes, that's what I want to. Trump convicted on evidence in a fair court of law, where he did have good representation. Well, representation, it's his choice to choose lawyers. And if convicted, then he should go to prison. And I would want him to go to prison, and I want him to have to eat salads or vegetables. He'd hate it. Death card. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. We are fighting the good fight. And ultimately, that's what we are here to do. Yes, Lucky Girl, thank you all for being here for each other. We are each other's support group through all this craziness. Yes. Yes, Gary Harvey, and exercise. You know, if you can move around a little, please do. But we're here to fight the good fight, and that's what we're doing. All right? So hang in there. That's going to do it for me for today. It is 1:31 p.m. here in Chicago at 3 o'clock. Sarah and I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. And other than that, wait, let me check. What am I doing tomorrow at noon Chicago time? I will be right back here because I'm here every single day of the year. And I have been for years. So, all right, hang in there. You are not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. And thank you, everybody, for all the birthday goodness yesterday. Thank you. All right, so take care. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.